There was big drama for one of the pre-season favourites in FP3. Kimi Antonelli losing control of his Mercedes at turn 2, causing huge damage to the new W17.
Oh, it's a big smash. It's a big smash. The barrier greets you so quickly there on the exit. It's slippery off that Astro, and that is why Antonelli then has just smashed his Mercedes into many, many pieces, and that could come back to bite him in a big way for the team that we think has a march on everyone.
Oscar Piastri, the home favourite, has hit the wall. He said he's okay, but extraordinarily, we've already lost to McLaren from this race. Over the curb, off the curb, into the wall, out of the Grand Prix. Absolutely extraordinary.
Contact between Ocon and Colapinto as Colapinto rejoined from his stop.
Yeah, he knows that he needs to strike right now, but this is a really hopeful... Oh, he's lost it before he's even hit Colapinto, hasn't he? Really hopeful look from that far back. Maybe hoping that Colapinto is going to go way wide of it, carrying speed out of the pits.
Yeah, no question. That'll be Ocon that gets a reprimand or worse for that.
It is a big crash for Ollie Behrman. It will change the race. Behrman off the road and into the barriers. And that's not nice to see. Ollie Behrman having to take a moment and just sit down behind the barriers. Okay, Oliver Behrman. Behrman taking avoiding action around the Alpine, heavily into the barrier. Colapinto, the driver in front.
It's the nature of the regs. You've got a car harvesting, you've got a car deploying, and you get these massive differences in speed. It's not like we've seen at, any time in Formula One. Looking at the data even in qualifying, you've got cars going at full tilt with different deployment strategies and huge differences in straight line speed.
And that is Isaac Hadjar into the wall. Isaac Hadjar thumps the steering wheel in frustration. Let's check out what happened to Isaac Hadjar.
Yeah, you can see his front suspension's broken, and because he thumped the wall on the left-hand side just before that. And there's still some dust there.
Still a bit of water down there as well after this morning's rain. That's under the flyover. And that's another car. Pierre Gasly has gone off at turn 17. I'm glad he says he's okay. I really am glad he says he's okay, because he's gone in quite hard into the tyre barriers. This is Lawson on the inside, locking up, and he can't stop in time before Pierre Gasly is upon him and rolling over. Whoa.
It's remarkable. It's surprising that didn't happen more often. Goes down the outside, leaves a lot of racing room. I'm not sure there's Pierre Gasly couldn't have left any more space. That was completely fair enough.
Oh, and running out of room on the track is Alex Albon in the Williams. We may or may not see a replay of this. There may have been a marmot involved in what happened. And it could be that Alex was trying to get out of the way of one of the local inhabitants, as it were. That'll be why we had a double waved yellow, and it's Esteban Ocon in the Haas, and there's another red flag. Oh, that he's basically got on the power there and absolutely lost it.
He actually left quite a bit of margin to the outside. He just it looked like he bottomed out. And I noticed actually out of the hairpin, Crofty, those sparks coming out of the back of Ocon's car. And while he's tried to put the power down, get that spike of it, power and energy, it's bottomed out for him.
Fernando Alonso is in the wall, trying to hustle that Aston Martin into the next part of sprint qualifying, and Alonso has found the barriers. Lock up and end of the session for Fernando Alonso.
Supernatural speed into this corner. Big old lock up immediately. So as he's hit the brakes, the fronts have just locked solid. He's on a sensible bit of track when he does it, but the front's just straight into lock.
Yeah, sorry, lock up, mate.
Isaac Hadjar going again on the hard tyre. He's dropped it into the wall. Isaac Hadjar, who has been driving with a margin through this session, goes beyond the limit, and he has stuck it into the barriers just below our commentary box. And Isaac Hadjar brings out our first red flag of the weekend.
Yeah, it's the on-board here, so he turns it in. He doesn't...
Stroll on the final corner has stopped, and Anthony knows he's gone into the barriers. That's why we've got a yellow flag. I wonder if we're going to need at least a safety car here. We are getting a safety car. Let's have a look. Final corner. Anthony knows. Oh, got the marbles, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just
Very
off the racing line, got off the marbles, crashed at about 47 miles an hour.
Front wishbone's broken as well.
Charles Leclerc is out. Charles Leclerc has gone into the barriers, and that happened at the final corner. Said the tyres were cold. Did he get on the marbles? Did that cost Charles Leclerc there? But he's definitely out. That left front tyre. There's a bit of resurfaced tarmac on the left-hand side, Martin. I'd like to see that on board again. Look at the tarmac he gets on, which looks like it's breaking up a little bit, to be fair.
Very similar to Stroll.
Yeah.
Almost a carbon copy of Stroll.
And Charles Leclerc has gone off into the barriers, and he was hustling the Ferrari, the updated Ferrari, around the turns. And once again, Charles Leclerc is into the barriers.
Let's just go on board as he approaches the braking at turn 4, slows the car down towards the apex, and he's going to have a snap here. Ah, yeah, he has just got more torque than he's got grip, and as he's corrected, we see that sort of counter correction and straight into the barrier. Very, very unusual to see a race car crash there.
There is still time to go, but that is a big moment for Max Verstappen, and he's out and into the barriers as he was pushing the pole. He lost it at turn 9. That is going to cost George Russell too, because there's yellow flags down there, and it's going to cost Kimi Antonelli.
And just very early on, before the apex, the rear of the car already started to rotate and come round on him. He came in. Bernie said, didn't she, in the earlier run, turn 9, that's where he was down on the benchmark of Kimi Antonelli. And that's where he had to find time. That's where he had to look for extra performance. He had to go. You can't fault him for trying.
And off into the gravel. Max Verstappen! Max Verstappen from the podium. Unbelievable confirmation. Max Verstappen is in the gravel, and this British Grand Prix has another twist. He's at Stowe Corner, and he appears to be out of the British Grand Prix. And oh my word, we have a full safety car to completely reset the order. They will close up. Verstappen goes off at a high-speed turn, and he is out of the British Grand Prix. Away from him into the gravel and out of the race.
I've never seen that.
I would suggest something's broken there on the rear of the car for Max. The way that it went, it was very early on. He saw it coming, straightened the wheel just to fire it off the road, but keep the car pointing forwards. And it didn't. It went again.
That's this car. Unbelievable. This.
Pierre Gasly has had a big off here and has lost his rear wing, as you can see, and we've got a red flag. So that is through the Fania chicane that this has happened. All okay at the moment.
Caught the end.
It was a glancing blow, wasn't it?
Yeah, caught the end of the barrier. It's...
Yeah, just absolutely lost it out of nowhere. Lost the rear.
So what would have caused? What has caused that? That's it's not in straight line mode, is it? At that stage?
No. It looked under control when he got the apex. Then it looked like a fairly innocuous little slide to start with. He got on the gravel, but then didn't manage to slow it down enough.
That's quite the Friday night rebuild down at Alpine for a crew, and a Friday night confidence booster maybe for Pierre Gasly.
On board there, and the rear of the car just came around on him, same as Gasly, and as you say, Crofty, hit the exact same spot that Gasly. In fact, I think the tire marks were still there, weren't they, on the orange barrier and that edge of the green barrier. You see the marshals jumping out just with the impact.
Franco Colapinto in the barriers, driver from Argentina, reporting that he's okay and finding his way to the wall. Here we go, 14th and final turn. Someone's already gone off. You can see the tyre marks from earlier on.